Joining us exclusively this morning is Olympic gold medalist Abhinav Bindra. Abhinav, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. What's your first reaction? Shocking news, really.
Yes, I think it was quite a shocking judgment for us sport shooters. I think it was something which just came out of the blue. It is very surprising because an air gun is not really a firearm world over. You don't need a license. And if such a ruling is going to come into play, it's going to make it tougher for younger people to get into the sport, and that certainly is a setback for the sport, which is getting a lot of medals to the country. And it's air rifle shooting, air pistol shooting is an event which has the most amount of participation in terms of younger people coming into the sport.
But Abhinav, clearly this is something that's discouraging for the youngsters who are going to be starting out at shooting.
Yes, I think shooting in general is not the easiest of sports to get into. It's a sport which it's a very technical sport. You require a rifle, you require a lot of equipment, and that equipment already is not available in the country. You have to import it, and any thing which makes it more difficult for it to get accessible is certainly a pain in the backside, to get into the sport. It is discouraging, and it is demotivating for a young person who's going to start off getting into the sport when he or she has to face so many hassles just to get started.
But do you feel that it's very silly that air guns are being put in the same category as fire guns, which of course used to shoot down animals and birds and are hence more dangerous? I mean, what do you think about that?
Yes, certainly. I think in that way you can even kill a bird with a stone. I mean, you can't start banning stones, or you can even kill a bird with a gulal. You can't start banning those. So I mean, an air rifle and air pistol is a toy. I mean, you can buy an air rifle in a toy shop, and what are you going to do with that? I mean, it's going to require a lot of changes in the structure, and yes, I think it is silly. I think you need to have more stricter measures to stop the menace of hunting, but certainly banning an air gun will certainly not aid the cause.
But Abhinav, should the National Rifle Association of India have pursued it in a better manner?
Well, I don't know what their strategy was towards this case, but it's obviously something which is a very serious case for the sport of shooting, and I'm sure that they're going to appeal this verdict and go to the Supreme Court and try and get some relief.
Well, thank you so much once again for joining us. Well, we certainly hope that the authorities are listening in.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.